The love waits. February 16th, 2019. It was another birthday, my 35th. I looked into the mirror and noticed how older I looked compared to my age mates. I was still single. Not that there is anything wrong with that, only that I was single and lonely. Lonely and afraid. That is quite a combo. I began to question my life decisions and realized that this seemingly rich and successful lady has been running for 12 good years now. I wish I could return to those days when Alex, my brother, and I had fun together. Alex was my best male friend. I dare to say he was my biggest crush. You know, as young ladies, we were taught not to pursue men. So I always wondered why he had not asked me out yet. All the signs were out there. He cared for me, our fathers were business partners and friends. What was he waiting for? However, this hope died on the 9th of March 2007 when I witnessed my dad shooting Alex's father to the heart. I could only help but scream at him and ask why. He killed someone. They were friends. He was my prospective father-in-law. Then I remembered Alex and I had a rendezvous in the shop, and I had already called him to say I was there. In a panic, I told my father to run, saying I would cover for him. He did. Alex found his father lying in a pool of blood. I had already called the ambulance and said I found him there. Unable to face Alex and lie to his face, I left him crying and went away. Till this day, I regret it. I blocked him on Facebook because I did not have the courage to face him. However, I sort of wished he would try to connect back to me, but he didn't. Well, I thought to myself, he must hate me as I wasn't there to comfort him when he needed his best friend the most. But somehow, we always found ourselves in the same town. Even after I moved from Bafoussam to Douala and then to Lagos in Nigeria and back to Boya in Cameroon. Okay, back to present day. I have a birthday to celebrate. It is more of a show-off and an opportunity for social networking actually. I don't see why I should celebrate. After all, I may be labeled as an accomplice for hiding a murderer. That evening, I wore a simple black gown and went about greeting guests. When to my greatest shock, then surprise, I saw Alex right in front of me, uninvited. He asked for a private moment with me. I wanted to refuse, but I could not find a good reason, so I gave in. After exchanging pleasantries and asking about each other's whereabouts after all these years, he asked me, "Why have you been running away from me, Cassandra?" I asked why he thought I was running, and he explained, "You left me alone at the scene of my father's murder. You did not attend his burial. You blocked me on Facebook, and whenever I came to a town you were in, you avoided me, and in a matter of months, you moved out." At that moment, I was crying. I wanted to tell him everything, but I was a coward. I had lied and rendered handicapped any investigation that may have been done for his father. My father was a murderer. How would he forgive me? He then proceeded and said, "I know the truth. That day I told you to meet me in the shop because I knew your father and mine would be there. He called me and told me they were already there. I wanted to propose to you in front of our fathers, Cassandra. Your father killed mine." It was at this moment I broke down and asked, "Why have you been silent all this while?" When I realized what he did, I hated him. I wanted to report him, but I remembered you. Though you avoided me, I kind of hoped you did not actually see anything that day. I wished I was wrong. I moved towns to give you the opportunity to tell me the truth, but you kept running. I could confront you, but I wanted to give you the time you needed. If all this did not happen, I am pretty sure we would be married right now. But your lie has separated us. It is not your dad. It is your lie, Cassandra. Please tell me the truth. I saw my dad shooting your father. I am sorry. He knelt down to me and said, "As the only remaining relative to my father, I have forgiven your dad already. I forgave you long ago, Cassandra. I have just been waiting with this ring about 12 years ago for you to open up. It has always been you, and it is still you. I love you.